What happened to Jyn Erso's kyber crystal fragment, and will we see it turn up again in The Last Jedi or another Star Wars movie? So one of my favorite details about Rogue One is the kyber crystal that Jyn Erso wears throughout the film, and she wears it as a pendant. It was given to her by her mom early in the movie, and her mom said to her, trust in the Force, and it sort of serves as a visual reminder of Jyn Erso's family and her past, and she kind of wears it as a good luck talisman almost, but just as a constant reminder to trust in the Force or to sort of trust in the larger plan, that she's just one piece in a larger plan. And the necklace presumably and the crystal along with it presumably are destroyed on Scarif near the end of the film along with Jyn, but on the other hand, kyber crystals are supposed to be a very strong material, so it's possible that this crystal may have survived. And I think from a story standpoint, it would be a really interesting touch, really interesting detail for this crystal to return, even in a small way, to another Star Wars movie like The Last Jedi. So they could make it, say, the Kylo Ren cracked crystal, although a lot of people are theorizing that maybe Kylo Ren's kyber crystal is from Darth Vader's lightsaber, but, they could make it the Jyn Erso one as well, or maybe Rey could end up using this kyber crystal, or maybe we could find out later that this kyber crystal belonged to one of the other kind of famous Star Wars lightsabers. So there are a lot of really nice possibilities, I think, for the fate of this kyber crystal or for the return of this kyber crystal. And that's one of the great things, I think, about now the Star Wars movies kind of being set in these different timelines. So we have the timeline of the sequel trilogy, and then Rogue One took place before A New Hope. So what Disney is able to do is, put in little details in these movies that are set earlier in the timeline, and they could have these details turn up just, even in small ways in the later films. And I hope that they do that with more of the movies that they're going to be churning out. So, I hope they do that as well with the Han Solo movie. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a big moment or a big revelation, although it possibly could be, but to just have little pieces from these earlier movies tying in with the later movies, I think would be very satisfying to fans. And one of the ways that I could see this happening is with the Jyn Erso kyber crystal. So what do you guys think? Do you think we'll see the Jyn Erso kyber crystal again? I kind of hope we do. It's just, it's very small, but I think it would be a very nice touch in The Last Jedi or possibly another Star Wars movie.